PERISCOPE crew, it's ibyl, and today I'm coming to you with another financial journey video. This one is about 3 keys to your financial journey. And this is just based on my perspective, my experience so far. I started the financial journey at this point a year ago, and I've learned quite a bit along the way. I'm still facing a few bumps and dips, twists and turns, but I'm still excited about this journey. I am motivated and inspired all over again, and looking forward to what 2019 has to hold. So 3 keys. 1 key is planning. Planning is key. And planning starts with doing a monthly zero-based budget. Every piece of income that's going to be coming in, you must first spend it on paper. Do not skip this step. It makes a big difference in how successful you are towards your financial goals, whether you stick to the simple routines. So first, do your zero-based budget before the month starts, before you get your check for the month. So think about the next month that's coming up. Think about how much money you're going to be taking in. Write down that total. Think about all the bills you have to pay for that month. Think about any free money or spending money you need, and spend it all on paper. If you check out Dave Ramsey's site, he has the zero-based budget forms, or if you just search zero-based budget, there's a lot of websites that have it that you can get a PDF copy of. And you can write on there what your expenses are, what your income is, and so forth, and do your deductions. So planning is key. And once you make this plan, follow the plan. Imagine this. Imagine those who planned out, for instance, our city streets and where different houses would go, or someone who plans out the design for your house. Imagine they created this blueprint, this plan for how the house would look. And then they started building, but decided, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to put a window right here. I'm going to put a window right here. Imagine how that house would look. Imagine possibly how unstable the foundation would be if they just completely went off of the plan. That's how our financial life will be if we create a plan. We fail to create a plan, for one, or if you create a plan, but then we say, I'll do my own thing now that I have my plan. No, you have to stick to it. You have to continuously remind yourself that, okay, this is my plan, this is what I'm following. And to check to make sure you're following it. So a plan is key, but you also have to go back to the plan, review it, make sure you're on track with what you have planned. Because oftentimes just life and just our day-to-day can distract us, get us off task, and we don't even remember what we were trying to focus on. Plan, review the plan, stick to the plan, go back to it frequently so you can make sure you're on track. And if you don't, then you may have more dips, more twists, more curves. You may even prolong your financial journey. So in order to make it as quick as you can, stick to your plan. Create a plan, then stick to it. The second piece that is key, accountability is key, specifically for me. I know a lot of people deal with procrastination, but even with procrastination, one thing that helps me is accountability. So I have these different goals set for all areas of my life, but I find if I don't have someone holding me accountable to it in some kind of way, then I may not be as productive as I could be. Even with things I really want to do, like I really want to be debt free as quick as I can. But knowing me, I know that if I don't have someone holding me accountable, someone I'm checking in with, someone I'm telling my progress to, then I know that I won't make as much progress as quickly as I need to. I may, within a year or two, move a little step, but I know if I have someone holding me accountable, someone who I'm sharing my progress with, that I have to give a report to, okay, I was here, now I'm here, I know that I'm going to make several steps towards progressing. So that's one thing that's key for me, and it may be for you as well. having someone to hold you accountable. And this could occur in different ways. Last year I did the financial peace class. This year I'm going to do it again. Even though I've taken the class, it doesn't hurt to take it again. Another thing that holds me accountable is telling my friends, telling my family about what I'm doing. So if they see me doing some kind of strange thing like making a big purchase or spending in a certain way, they can be like, hold up, I thought you were on the journey. And I'm fine with them saying that to me because they're reminding me that this is what I said I was going to do. And there's no backing out of it now. So your friends and family can hold you accountable. With the financial peace class, you have the people in your class that can hold you accountable. And one thing that I'm doing that a lot of people probably won't do, I think me doing the videos where I can look back at where I was and where I'm going, and the fact that I have this community of people who are also on a financial journey or want to be, they can hold me accountable as well. I know with YouTube, me posting these videos, I can't just drop off and be like, oh, well, I'm done with that and not give you an update. So this is one thing that I think is going to be holding me accountable to, the fact that I am logging my progress of what I'm doing. And you all, when you come to comment and you come to share about your stories, as I share about my experiences, you all are holding me accountable. Because I know I have to keep an update of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and in hopes that my journey will be inspiration for you. And also, when I get to a point that I feel like I need some inspiration, I can look back at my videos and be like, you know what, if you did it then, if you were focused then, you can be focused now. So accountability is key. A third key, and I need to look back at my note real quick. Oh, third key, this last one is a juicy one. Self-control, discipline. So a couple of videos ago, I shared with you all about during the summer, I have a lot of free time. I'm off from work. And so the mind often tries to think, okay, what can I do to occupy this time? And sometimes it's trying to go to a store. And if I'm going to go to this store, and especially if it's a store I like, I'm going to want to spend money. So I wouldn't even tip myself. Like, I won't, now that I know that's how I am, I won't even go to the store to window shop. Like, I've had friends that say, girl, come with me to the store. You don't have to buy anything. I'm going to be buying stuff. You can just window shop or you can just hang with me. And I'm like, you know what? We can hang, but let's not hang at the store because I don't want to even tip myself. Because if I go to the clearance area or to an area and I feel like something's cheap, even though I'm spending money, in my mind I'm like, but it's cheap. I'm getting a deal. I can do it. But if it's not on the budget, if it's taking me away from my end goal, which is to be debt-free as quick as possible, then I don't need to do it. So it's all about self-control. And one way I make sure to use self-control is not even go into those type of situational settings where I will feel compelled or encouraged to spend money that I don't need to spend. So that's part of self-control. And then when you're doing your budget, be reasonable, be wise. Don't put a big chunk for clothing when you already have clothing. You don't need to buy new things, you already have them. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Wear what you wear. Like Dave Ramsey says, live, what does that say? Live like no one else so you can live like no one else. So for this season, I'm fine with thrifting. I'm fine with wearing what I already have, especially if I can still fit it. Especially if it's still in good condition. I don't need to have the brand name. I've never needed that anyway. Or the newest fashions. I'm perfectly fine with what I have currently. I have quite a few clothes. I really don't need any new ones. The only time I'm going to buy something new if it's something's worn. Like my shoes, some of my work shoes, I wear those frequently, so those get worn. But other than that, I'm fine with wearing what I have, so I don't need to go and spend that. Now, one thing that gets me, I have some crafting and creating hobbies. So I will go to Michael's, and Michael's, you know how ladies typically like to buy all these purses and shoes? For me, I like to go to the craft store. And when I go to the craft store, I do damage. And don't let it be a sale. Like in my mind, I'm like, I'm getting a deal. Even though I'm spending so much, I'm like, I'm getting a deal. Which is true, I'm getting a deal. But once again, it doesn't match over my goals. So I have to continually remind myself, self-control, be disciplined, and make sure whatever I'm doing lines up with my goal. And if it doesn't, don't do it. All right, so these have been 3 keys. I hope it's been helpful. Let me know below some keys that you stick to that helps you on your financial journey. I love to get a dialogue going. So as I said, planning, do that budget, accountability, have somebody who's holding you accountable to what you're supposed to be doing. Self-control, now that you have your plan, someone's holding you accountable, be disciplined. Have self-control. With self-control, it's not going to always be easy. I have to do a lot of self-talk and remind myself, if this doesn't line up with my goal, then I'm not doing it. So I have to continue to say, stick to your goal. Look at your budget. Is it in the budget? If it's not in the budget, you can't do it. So, yeah, these 3 keys, hopefully they can be of help to you. See you all in the next video. Peace.